right now because it's their first game in Krakow, but I'm excited. It's gonna be a nice game.
Do you remember what the last game was? Was that you played versus each other actually?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, it was at Blast, and no, it was in I think Abu Dhabi. Yes, and we lost there. It was my game with international team, like with international. Yeah.
Sorry to bring up those memories. So seeing that Simple is back in the game, does that make you even more motivated, right? Because now you might get a run for your money if he's playing the way he used to.
Yeah, I mean, if he's back on his level, I mean, you know, it's always tough to play against him. So obviously, there's gonna be trying to go to him, but obviously it's always good to fight against the best. So that's also motivate me and the team. Like we always always looking forward to face the best. So always excited.
Yeah, same question for you then. Seeing
This makes
Zywoo
me
winning
so
all
happy.
these trophies, the majors, the awards, does it make you a little mad?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I wasn't playing, but still, it's for us important to show as a team because we are not playing against only Zywoo. They have like best teams and best roles, best players and best roles, and yeah, as I said, it's gonna be a nice game.
Okay, final question because everyone wants to know as well about the explosion or whatever. Do you have new gear?
I have the same one, so no pressure.
Nice!
Yeah, so basically like
No
homemade
excuses.
compote, it says compote. It stays for 2 days near my PC, and at some point it just explodes. The top of it explodes, so Muti have new mousepad. I have all my new gear, but still, it's the same one, so
W
yeah.
materials.
Now you can say it, it was you, right?
I won't say anything. I won't
Okay,
say.
wonderful. Do you want to give a fist bump to each other? Here we go, Zywoo versus Simple in 2026. Let's go.
Yo, bro,
go.
this picture on your
The
short side
Intel
was simple.
Extreme Masters Krakow.
Yo,
2026,
yo.
brought to you by
No, no.
ESL in partnership with
Guys, there is
Intel.
no excuses. Sasha said same exact gear he has now.
Acer Predator.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Zywoo.
Who's taking this one, bro? In
Checks.
2026.
And
Guys,
see
link
you
me the
back.
last time they played, please. Link me the HLTV of the last time they played. They said it was at Blast 3 years ago, bro. Bro. Chat, like,
It's Vitality versus
This
BC
guy-
game, which of course means it is Simple
if he's
versus
not active in the
Zywoo.
scene,
head-to-head
like,
we've had to
CS
wait for
CS is bleeding, bro, like-
897 days. Now we get to
We
see it
need
go
this
down
guy,
here.
bro.
The Intel Extreme Masters Krakow 2026.
Simple, bro.
Of course, two of the very best to ever touch CSGO. But for the first head-to-head
Oh,
in
no,
CS2,
no.
I love that Simple's saying,
Oh
yeah,
my-
maybe there's a bit of a pendulum in favor of
JL,
Vitality
bro.
for this one.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a team game as well, right? And
Altı
I
gol
just
alıyor.
found it.
matters to be able to compete. And Simple has
Altı
shown
gol
a great
başladı.
level so far in Krakow. Perhaps a little bit
This was the
surprising
last time
as
they
well,
played.
but I think Zywoo and
2-0.
Vitality are just in a different
Simple
dimension
still on
at the moment
Navi.
compared to BC game.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line now. Obviously, for BG game, you know, they came through stage one and now moving
It
to
was
stage two. And they
still
go up against in Simple's own wording.
Zywoo,
Vallahi,
Apex, Flames.
Probably the best player.
Almost
Almost the
They
same
teamed
roster,
up one
but
last year,
much
so
improved.
there's a lot of
Zasha's
things that
this
need to be
roster,
improved
you
for
could
BG
say a
games to
little
make
bit of
this
a
one
downgrade.
competitive. Sure, the storyline of having Simple versus
Alexi
Zywoo
B, Im a
facing
bit
up
jail.
against each other for the first time in Q2 is interesting, but it's like we have two players now that are just like
Zywoo-
Simple going
imagine
down,
they
and then you have
both
Zywoo
just bottom
rising, so it's like
Yo,
the level between
now
the two
3
is
years
also,
later, come on.
probably the biggest
Time to
between
look at
in,
most.
in a part time.
Zywoo very much is right at the top of his
Imagine
game.
it's
Simple trying to get
Mutiras
back
versus
to
Flames
those
the head off,
heights.
bro.
What was it like for you, just kind of
At 20
watching
kills.
as a viewer this time around, JL? The kind of just absolute dynasty.
Last
that
time
Vitality
Jail was
built in
playing together with Simple,
2025.
bro.
I mean, I haven't seen it live myself as a pro player. That is the first time I've ever experienced a true era of Counter-Strike. And yeah, I mean, right now it's not even a rivalry, for me at least. Zywoo is so miles ahead of Simple.
Maybe to put you
Chill,
on the
chill.
spot a little
No,
bit,
no, no,
JL,
no.
do you think Zywoo deserves to go home with #1 player in
Apex
2025?
is ready to
Yes.
kill.
By far. For me, it wasn't even a race. Because I value team achievements and I value a player's ability to win games. And Don can shoot people, but he couldn't convert it into game wins.
And they had so many achievements. If we just look at the litany of trophies that a Vitality managed to bolster in 25, I'm curious though, to prove
25,
it
I'm
hurts in that
curious.
interview, you know, Zywoo
Chat,
is a
call me
very
nuts.
humble gentleman. You've had the pleasure of being alongside him.
I
Was
feel
he
like
ever
Simple has a
bothered
chance.
about the prospect of going up
Simple has
versus
a
Simple?
chance.
Because when you were on Vitality, it was a
100%.
much more, I guess, even playing field. It was much more back and forth.
It's
in
one
terms
of these
some of those
moments,
wins and some of the losses.
Like
for
Zwei
Vitality.
versus
And
Spirit.
the honest answer is that I think like the crowd and
The-
the people on the desk and the
people.
community itself himself is putting a lot more into the whole case of the Simple Zywoo storyline. Whereas he just enjoys playing Counter-Strike, you know. And we, back in Vitality when we had Sonic coaching us, you know, he actually wanted Zywoo to have a little bit of a bigger ego because he wanted to live up to this kind of expectation of him being the best player in the world, and he wanted to go out and actually showcase also towards Simple to see that, hey, I am better than you, and he also wanted that to be reflected into the team, so he could have this kind of role in the team where he would push us in the right direction. And I think he has developed in that department, but he's such a good guy that I don't think he will ever be able to have an ego like Simple, where he just believes or would say in an interview that, hey, I know that you've been claimed as the GOAT of CSGO, but I am just better than you. He would never do that because he is so humble.
No, 100%. On the flip side, Joe, when you played with Simple, I'm sure there was probably a bit more trash talk going Zywoo's way.
Actually, I've never heard him personally say that I'm better than Zywoo or whatever. I've only heard it in interviews or maybe online posts, but in real life, he would never say, oh, let's smash Zywoo today or whatever. It was never, like, it was never a rivalry for him. He just
because they lost that day. It was
and
a
that's
2-0.
The thing, right? When we look at this head-to-head as well, truly, it's been a team effort for Vitality, particularly to sustain just the amount of trophies that they managed to get in 2025. And we probably want to look at some of the other names on Vitality as well.
Bro?
I want to put Rox into the equation because a lot of people would probably say Budapest Major, maybe he was slightly...
Hech kim kelmayapti bo'lsam, men gaplarim bor, bir tenga qisqa. Da statistikani ko'rdingiz-ku? U boshlandi. Ishlar boshlandi.
Did that throughout.
Ishlar boshlandi. Böyle. Sıkıntı var. Aleyküm selam, aleyküm selam. Vitality Slavy'de 6'ya 5. Nega 6'ya 5? Bu boşalttı. Oğuzhan okey. Oğuz var plus hala gap.
Yeah, started hitting the gym, he stopped drinking, and then Kerrigan calls him immediately like a day or a week later and says, yo, do you want to join us as a stand-in at the major?
Bu gaplar, bular gaplardi-da bu. Bo'ldi işte. Gas.
Rain called him, right? Not Kerrigan. Yeah, Rain called him.
Prior to the game, and actually how we played,
bro,
and he would counter that every single game.
It feels like...
Biz o'ynagan unaqa edi, biz o'ynagan unaqa edi. Hech o'zini qolib ham o'ynagan unaqa hamma. Yomon gaplatgan ekan. Nima deysizlar bolalar, shuni ko'ramizmi yo prosta o'yinni ko'ramizmi? Boshqa streamerda yo o'zini ko'ramizmi? Ana bachoni qotgan ekan. Qotgan ishni. Bryny kudurttu. Mana.
What if Vitality just picked Overpack because they need some extra practice on the map?
That's not
impossible.
Maybe, yeah.
We used to do it.
What are you hiding there?
Well, I mean, I am ripping an Astralis jersey. I wish it was an Astralis jersey, a Vitality jersey, right? I'm even I don't know. I decided to wear it because obviously I'm gonna be cheering a little bit for the Vitality guys. But they have 3 stars. I only managed to get them 1.
Only managed to get 1, Dupree. How could you? How could you? Either way, we do need to get this show on the road. We got Simple versus Zywoo. It's Vitality versus BC Game.
Simple versus
the match you've all been waiting for. 2.5 years since Simple and Zywoo duked it out in a server, and we've got them in very different positions today. 2 players who are once back and forthing world #1 for 4 years straight, and Zywoo kept it up. Simple out of the game, back in BC, and looking to take a swing for the king. Who is the GOAT? It's time to find out.
Who's the GOAT, guys?
So the headline for this one, yeah, it's Simple versus Zywoo, but oh, how times have changed. The past, Zywoo used to very much be Vitality, but the team that's taken shape around him really does put them as the massive favorites in this one. BC Game are not supposed to have a chance in hell of winning this series.
Aragorn
on over for Aragorn. And in this pistol, it's already chaotic. It's in your face, playing together. BC Game brawl their way through. They're going to make out with a bomb plant here. They're looking to bring some fight from the very get-go of the series.
There's no kit right now, but they're going to get going. Vitality with a player locked into Gandalf right now. Messi smoke buys a bit of room, but can they make anything of it? Simple and Electronic pick them out of the round, and Rops just walks away. BC Game with a pistol on Dust 2. And I want to talk about the veto because Genko said it. I don't think it matters, right, in the sense of BC Games should just go for what they're confident with, and that's exactly what's happened. They haven't looked at the numbers. They haven't gone with the percentages. We're talking about a Team Vitality who, in 2025 and 2026, are 33-4 on Dust 2. They have barely ever lost this match. And it's taken some of the top squads in the world to double digits. So, with all that in mind, BC Games still picked this one up. Looking to come in and not just swing for the king, but take his kingdom with him. BC home ground for Vitality. BC Game want to put that to question.
What? Simple hände. Hoppa, säkert.
It's a very rare feeling as well, the type of matchup that this is, because, everyone's aware of it, everyone's aware of the only reason, where you couldn't call Zywoo kind of definitively the GOAT of that period is because Simple exists. And so in a way, it's like someone you still have that beef to squash with. But he has been out of the game. This is a different team. It's not the same stature. This is one where, even though you're coming in as a heavy favorite, that could, in a way, work to BC Game's advantage. They feel like they have nothing to lose. Taz was talking about how pressure's been high on Electronic and Simple because no one believes they can make this comeback happen. Well, you're not supposed to win this match. And so that can be a little freeing in a way. We see them come through with a good look in the pistol. Let's see how they fare up against this 4-spy. These can sometimes be very hard rounds to put away. And they are going in towards the stack. 3 players here at the B site. Messi dead in an instant. It takes Rops to rise up and try and keep this one all square for Vitality, but the B stack's getting dismantled. Apex gets out with his 2. Lost your front men. It's down to Crazy in this 1 versus 2 clutch. We'll get the bomb planted, but Vitality are right here.
It's gone very wrong for BC Game. The stack holding strong, Crazy at the back of the site, and they run him down together. Further damage. Zywoo, pistol over the Galil. Crazy low health, and the weapon swap. Not enough. Zywoo just saves it by the bell, by the skin of his teeth. And thanks to his in-game leader with 2 massive 5-7 kills out in the open. Some whiffs for BC Game that they will live to regret. How the hell does Apex get to there? Back turned, spamming against Mutiras. Vitality, it's a big question coming into this tournament, knowing they've been slow to start at times. We've seen them lose their opening games and then go on to win a tournament without dropping a single match. But I think there's extra pep in their step today. There's extra reason to want it. Even if this head-to-head isn't a current conversation.
PC game, давай.
Well, on this force, they've given the man with a point to prove. An AK to work with.
Elektronik bak, şurası.
Simple waits over on long. His team trying to creep on in here. It's Apex at the car. Once again, in a very key position. His double kill is the reason that force buy came through for Vitality. And it looks like he's going to go unchecked here. Flash to tee him up. Just the one from Apex. Tech9 of Aragorn closing in. It's big, and they're able to contain the ramp spillover. Electronic, round now rests on his shoulders. Bomb picked up. And gonna have some room to get this one planted. Let's see how Electronic fares in the clutch. Got a full belt of util to work with.
Goes aggressive, but this is power. This is information. Realizing that this long player has not wrapped background short side, does this give Electronic info?
Even was able to grab the incendiary, dropped over towards short, so that's another option if he can deal with the first man in.
Drop smoke, Mezzi Kit, they move in together.
Gonna take a lot of composure here from Electronic. Backstab out, can't finish the job. Mezzi with a must-win fight puts a stop to that force buy.
He's just been a rock, hasn't he? Everyone knows it. Merriman, most reliable guy. You would lend him your car keys. Vitality not stress in that 2v1. Slow it right down. Let Electronic pick position. And still close it out without a bother. Money gone for BC game.
Simple buys the Deagle. And talk about aggressive pathing. My God, he's already in on short. That was the opportunity. Zywoo.
The move was right, but the rust, Harry, the rust is still on. Zywoo scrapes it off. Oh, good pop. Apex full blind. Glock chases him down. Mezzi, safe pair of hands. All is assured here for Team Vitality.
These early few rounds, right, already showcasing the big change in this head-to-head, the idea that the team around Zywoo and Vitality has really stepped up, and Simple was on the sidelines watching as they had a phenomenal 2025. The damn near flawless season, only dropping one event, the first one they had with Rops, winning both the majors. In a way, it was a future you thought was promised to Simple after their win all the way back in Stockholm. Well, Zywoo, Apex, those guys got to live that life.
And it's only gotten better with age. Years of success for Vitality, all while Simple's been waiting on. He played 9 matches with Falcons in 24. 13 matches with FaZe in 25. And this is his 50th official since joining BC Game. Still trying to get back to it.
He gets to don the AWP here. Zywoo once again trying to remain threatening out on Catwalk, and there's the clash. Simple dealing with him on that AWP. Mezzi starting to feel some pressure. Been solid in the game thus far. Hasn't had any a fumble. But with Electronic waiting down here in this pit, being incredibly patient, he's whittling away at the A defense. There's nowhere left to run for Mezzi. He's iced out in the open.
That was a nice recommit for Vitality. They had to take something back, but Electronic, it's all part of the plan, lying in wait. Punishes the pushback. Vitality falls short in this rifle round. With Rops alive, you're always going to get a save. Unless he goes too far. When does Rops ever go too far? So a reassuring round out of BC game early. It's so hard to know what to call, right, in terms of where this game is going, because every fan of this game is watching knowing that, you know, it's simple at the end of the day. The impossible is possible, but these are just two teams in completely different positions. These are players in completely different positions. Vitality coming off of the most dominant year and the best season that Counter-Strike has ever seen at the dawn of 25.
Akurat to rozbrzane od te tory. Nie, uzun krąskiem będę. Pewnie robić te warto. Конечно. No jest jeszcze chwilę. Bittisini alanqo'ya qolinglar. Stream o'chirib qo'ya qolyapmiz ham. Telegramdan schat qilib bittasi keyin stream qilaman schatda. Yotaman deyman. Yotib tomoshabin. Mazza qilyapmiz.
To put it in place.